Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge for Siena. If you like these kind of videos, be sure to like and share this video and to subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. We've just got a youth intake preview today and I am thinking, wow, this is pretty damning. I say that even though we've got a few very positive things, like one of my fullbacks has got Thomas. A minimum of 2 centre backs looks rather promising. A wing back is highly rated. And we got a centre back from Siena, of all places, that's caught the eye. But it's a golden generation. I'm terrified because those don't tend to be pretty good. We've also got no defensive midfielders come through. Most of our centre midfielders do not look good enough. The wide midfielders do not look like great prospects. And the attacking midfielders don't look good either. And the wingers that we do have, even though there's a lot of them, they're not all going to be good. Nothing being said about a striker or the goalkeepers though, so hopefully maybe we have more depth in those areas. But I digress, it's a concern to say the least that potentially we have some bits and pieces going forward there. We've also bolstered our backroom staff again because I want more knowledge and I'm always going to get more knowledge. The first person I brought in was a familiar face actually in Bernard Talpiti, and I actually have this guy Milo the Gretse, which for me is pretty interesting to know that potentially someone that I actually recognize and am familiar with is going to be in my team, in my backroom staff after he retires. He's not the best scout in the world, but he has knowledge of Ivory Coast and Ghana, which for me is still good knowledge to have, even if they're not the greatest nations in terms of producing players. I mean, they're still pretty good, let's be honest. The second person is probably worse, but has more knowledge to his name. His name is Demir Mehmedovic. And for me, this guy is very good. He brings us knowledge of Bosnia, Croatia, Serbia, Montenegro. All knowledge that we don't have. But yes, he also brings us Slovenia as well. But honestly, I'm looking for the other knowledge and I want to expand my knowledge of the world and get as much knowledge as possible. If we can get some prospects that potentially can be benefited from this system, then who knows? We might have some good times indeed. He's also a former player of one of our feeder clubs or one of our affiliates as well. So for me, it's a very interesting circle that we come round to since he's spent most of his career, well, not in the best of leagues, let's put it that way. I mean, yeah, that tells you a lot, doesn't it? That he spent most of his time on the save in Germany, and a team that I legitimately probably would have gone for if they were available. And I think they were available in the first save. But yeah, instead of Siena, it could have been, we could have had this guy as our player, but he got relegated and then took so many years to get back up to the third tier of German football before he left for Slovenia after he left them initially. The very start of his career in Austria is kind of interesting to say the least though. We brought those two guys in and that's what we're looking for. We've also had some gains since we last met as well, so shall we go over them? So the first game we had was actually the fourth qualifying round of the Coppa Italia against Parma, and we won this game by 4-0. Bondi gets the opening goal inside 44 minutes. And it's just within a few minutes later, that Oliver gets his first of the game, a penalty to give us a 2-goal lead going into the first half. It's kind of later in the second half that we start to open the floodgates again. In the 79th minute instead that we get it, and Oliver gets his second of the game with that. He's proven to be a very nasty thorn in their side. And we make it 4-0 inside 82 minutes in. Luigi Lucchini gets his first goal of the season, I think it is, and that's good for us. Unfortunately for us, Parma do get a goal. My desire for a clean sheet dies a painful death. When Mamone scores that effort, it's a bit annoying that we don't get a clean sheet, but by that point we already got the win, so it didn't really matter. 4-1 against Parma in the fourth qualifying round of the Coppa Italia, and we'll be facing next year in the first round, so I'm expecting to be beaten there. It's been our best performance in a long while, and it gave me a lot of confidence that we could do this against Parma, having been destroyed by Sampdoria, who've actually done pretty well since we last met them, so it goes to show that Sampdoria might actually be a pretty good team this year. The next game we had was away from home against Sampdoria, and inside 22 seconds, we take the lead. Bondi finds Oliver, who scores his first of 2 goals. With that effort, keeper felt like he could have done more, but he didn't. And in the second half, inside 56 minutes of the game, Bondi finds Oliver again, and Oliver, well, keeper does the wrong way, and Oliver's powered it in the bottom corner. And we do make it 3-0 in the 67th minute of the game. A bit unfortunate for the defender here, as Picaneri plays his ball in the middle, hits the post, and it comes off Barragan to go into the back of the net. 3-0 to us, and it's a very comfortable game at the end of the day. They only have 3 shots, only 2 on target. And despite everything, I feel like we were probably really good in this game, and this is probably our best match in the league for some time. And also, it was our first away win of the season, so it lifts a massive weight off my shoulders. What doesn't lift the weight off my shoulders is the fact we got beaten 4-1 by Napoli in the next game. Despite the fact we took the lead after Oliver scored his 5th goal in 3 matches, it was the first time that we scored against Napoli too, and I wish I could have gone defensive here, but unfortunately for us, we lose the ball here. Defender just stops randomly, I don't know why he does, but Boyle scores that goal to make it 1-1, and it's in the 41st minute of the game that Napoli have turned this game around. And honestly, when we're losing this badly to an effort like that, Goodeye with a very good finish. Keeper had no chance at all. And he scores 2 more goals in this game. Goodeye just put him to an absolute nasty fawn. He gets that in off the post. Keeper, well, has no chance again. And then we lose the ball after Castro tackles the player and Goodeye completes his hat-trick on the counter-attack. Good finish. 4-1 Napoli. They are 100% deserve the win. I just wish they didn't score as many goals, honestly. But again, they're just very clinical with their chances. We were not. So if that's the case, they deserve their win. The next game we had was our worst to date. We lose 3-0 at home to Inter after we finished this game with 9 men. We were down to 10 men already when Ruben Neves scores the first goal of the game. And we're down to 9 men at this point when we could see 2 goals in the second half. Ayuri scores the second goal, and then it's just a matter of trying to hold on. We don't. Salazar with that finish, and honestly, we're down to 9 men inside the 62nd minute of the game. We're doomed. We're absolutely doomed. I can understand. This one just hurts me because it's Jack Oliver getting sent off here. Jack Oliver gets sent off for this tackle. I don't know what he's thinking or why he thought it was a good idea, but he did that sort of tackle, and Jack, what are you doing? You're my star striker. Why are you doing this? And now getting yourself suspended for several games. And then a debutant, who I gave a man I gave a debut to, Lorenzo Mastasi, gets himself sent off for a second bookable offence. The worst part, he's actually on the ball at this point, and he just tries to come in and does that. He's just reckless. It's a stupid tackle, and the fact we're down to 9 men for the very first time in my time here is bad. He got a 5.7 rating. He's never playing again. Piccaneri also has a 5.9 rating. So, hot and cold. We really are hot and cold at times. The fact both our wingers were really bad in this game tells me a lot. And yeah, we are disappointing in this game. And it's the worst performance we've had so far. And at this point, I knew it's going to be difficult because it's Inter. But then, down to 9 men... Really, do we need to make ourselves that much harder for ourselves? We didn't need to make it that much harder for ourselves, did we now? Come on. So those 2 defeats have left us with 17 points after 15 matches. The win against Sub-2 actually helps us build an 8-point gap over them, but Parma in 18th place, Udinese in 19th. Cagliari are out of relegation zone with 12 points, so we're still only 6 points clear of the relegation zone. And for me, that's still not good enough. I want more points. We've already lost more games this year than we've done for most of the season last year. I'm now not so upset with that Sampdoria game because they've just won 5 on the bounce. And yeah, apparently, were we the first team to be beaten by them? Yeah, we're the first team to be beaten by them in the 5 in a row. And look at the games they've won. That is the kindest run of fixtures I've ever seen. Sassuolo, yes, they're a decent team this year, but they're a relegation team at first. Hellas Verona, Parma, Udinese, those are games they should be winning. And they did. So fair play to Sampdoria. They've actually done themselves justice here. We got 21 goals this year, but last year we scored 60 goals and conceded 46. We've already conceded half as many goals this year as we did last year. So defensively, we seem to have issues again, which is a bit annoying. We do have a game against Frosinone though in this match, and I'm hoping that we can beat them because, well, it's Frosinone. They're a team that are expected to be in 18th place. We've got to actually drop some players, unfortunately, because of suspensions. Conte got suspended as well because of bookings. Being suspended because of bookings. Oliver's suspended for that red card. So that's 4 players, or 3 players already out due to red cards already as it is. And now I've got to look at this and say, can we do more? Also, the players are getting tired. So we're actually going to drop Serpi for Gallardi and bring DiBiase in. This could backfire so badly, but I'm just going to take this risk anyway. Fantozzi's also a bit tired. We've also got the international break after this match. So again, we could probably justify this, I think. Even if it's not the best idea in the world, but we're going to justify it. And we're just justify the fact that we've only got 1 game. We've only got a friendly after this match. Fofana will start because he's actually the only striker outside of Oliver that's actually at least 2.5 stars that isn't playing enough of a position. So there you go. Piccaneri is in the attacking midfielder. Luigi is starting on the left. Bondi on the right. Bronzoni as a deep line playmaker. Fantozzi as a ball-winning midfielder, despite the fact he's not fully fit and could be suspended soon anyway. DBSC is not fully fit either, but he starts. Gallardi as a centre-back. And Kaluki just... I don't know when this happened. When did he go down? He's actually gone down in ability, it feels like. Or Bertie's just got that good that it's now actually dragged him down in ability. I don't know. But is that... Should I be concerned that Kaluki's gone down in quality, apparently, in star ratings, despite the fact he's actually not that bad? I feel like I should be concerned now. Was he always this bad? He's 25 too, so he hasn't not got a lot of room to grow, but that's concerning. Either way, though, we're going to hope for the absolute best, and I would like to think we can win. I mean, Bertie starts at the right back because of, suspensions and such, so that's annoying. And I want to have players that can play there, but actually, we're going to do this. We're going to have a Bertie play there. We're going to have Barrison play on the right, because Barrison isn't a terrible player by any stretch of the imagination. He's got potential to grow. Yes, he's not great in this division, but I'd rather have the chance to let him grow. Either way, let's see what we can do this game, and if we will regret doing this choice. Yeah, this is a good choice, isn't it? We've got a throw, which is actually a promising sign. And DBS would take it. I don't know what he's trying to do there, but we lost the ball now, and Nino is on the ball, which could be bad, especially if Ilyov get in. And a chance, no, Basilico denies. Okay, good save. Free kick, Gallardi would take it. Finds Bazzone. And here's DBSC now. Plays it forward to Pigneri, who's got so much potential. I'm excited for his potential to be developed in. Finds Bazzone, now DBSC. Here we go now. It's been blocked by Roberto, but DBSC gets it back anyway. He's got passes with Roberto potentially. But here's Bazzone, finds Fantozzi, goes for goal. And Fantozzi scores his first of the season. That is so important for our chances to win this game. Very, very good finish from him. And it's taken just 7 minutes for us to go in front. And that's a very good finish. He's on the edge of the area, just waiting. And he gets there first. First time effort on the volley. And it's in the bottom corner. Very good goal from Fantozzi indeed. On the ball, plays it back. And here's Basilico. What can he do with this? Finds Gallardi again, who I think I've kind of made my number one left side of centre-back now. But here we go. But Bondi in the ball. Still going Bondi. Showing why he's so dangerous in the team. Finds Fantozzi being blocked. Found his way to Coste, who gets it back. And here's Picardi now. Picardo for Frosinone. And they need to get a goal if they want to get anything out of this. But Bondi gets the ball back. Really well done. Plays it forward. Wasn't the best ball in the world. I don't think Fofana was expecting the ball to go forward so early, but there we go. And now Nino returns to Frosinone and he scores. That's a very good finish from Sebastian Nino. Top corner. Very good finish. Wonderful equaliser, honestly. I can't even deny the finish. That's just too good. Defensively, we were all over the place. And when we did get the ball, we just wasted it needlessly. And our chances weren't that great. And that's just a very good finish. Keeper's got no chance again to that. There's no way he's stopping it. And now, they got a free kick. Roberto takes it. Gallardi gets rid of the ball. Bondi on the ball now. I'm going to take off Bazzone off the hard tackles. And Fofana's now in. Fofana with a chance. And Fofana gets his first of the season. It took him a very long time last year to get his first. But now, he's just got his first of the season with that. And Oliver, sometimes it shows that it doesn't matter who plays in that role. As long as you've gone... get them in the situation, and as long as they had the ability to do something, they can still do a lot of damage. 2-1, Siena now. And what can the keeper do with this situation right now? He's got the ball, he's going to play it forward, and Nino will try to get to that. He did, and Nino on the ball again. He's already got one goal to his name. He's cut inside, and Roberto's now equalised, and this is a very open game. 4 goals inside 19 minutes already. This is ridiculously open for a game. I didn't think we've had 4 goals so early on. It's a really well worked goal as well. I'm a bit annoyed that Roberto scored with a slide tackle, honestly. But again, it's just one of those things. It really is. After all of that action in the first 90 minutes, nothing's happened since. And I suppose I should be upset, but I'm not. That's just... gives me some time to think, doesn't it? So they got a chance immediately in the second half, and I'm concerned that we might give the ball away. But here we go. Pigneri's found Bondi, though. We've intercepted their passing, and Bondi tried to find Fofana. It didn't quite work. And now I'm concerned that we're going to give away a chance. And Gallardi's missed a header, and Ilyov with a chance to go for goal, and the keeper denies. And Picardo gets the ball back. It's been played to him through space, and now Coste. Oh, it's a good tackle, but Nino chance, surely. And it is 3-2 for Frosinone. We are behind for the first time in this game. I don't feel like we deserved it in the first, but the second half, we've actually deserved to go behind here. We've just not turned up in the first 5 minutes. It's been all Frosinone, and for all the damage they could do, I feel it was a bit fortuitous gone to their player, but at the same time, there's not much you can really do about it when it just goes against you like that. We've got a highlight now. Fantosi's actually tired already, so Bertie on the ball. What are you doing with that pass? It's not the pass I'm looking for. Nino now. And it's a ball to Coste, and it should be. It's offside. Thankfully, it's offside, but oh dear, what are we doing in this game? We need to make some changes and quickly. DPS has been horrible in this game. We're going to bring Gallardi out to the wing. We're going to bring Kaluki onto the field, who's actually now worse than Serpe. I don't know how he's got so bad all of a sudden, but he has. We're going to take off Luigi. We're going to take off Fantosi too because he's tired, and Gibby's going to come on for him. The throw-in for us. Barrison takes it. Here is Bondi now. What can you do, Bondi? We know you're good. Good ball in the middle. Luigi has scored his third of the season. I was concerned about him at one point, but now he's suddenly decided to turn up and get a goal. Good timing for him. He was about to come off if he hadn't, and now he shows his quality why. Bondi with another assist to his name, showing why he is in the team, and that's a very good cross. 3-3. What a game this is. A throw for us now. Gallardi with the throw. Pizzone finds Gallardi. There's a ball on. There he is. Pigneri on the ball. Plays it across. Oh, it's an own goal. It's an own goal, and it's 4-3 Siena now. What a game. This is ridiculous. We've just turned it around immediately. But when this goes your way, you just can't help but laugh, can you? Gallardi with the ball forward, finds Pigneri. And this ball, I was hoping that Fofana would go for that, but he didn't. And he didn't need to, because Bondi, while he would have got to this, has seen his own opponents shoot the ball into his own players' teammates' back. The Santi's going to come on now for Pigneri. He's had a bit of a questionable game again. And let's see what we can do. Will this stay at 4-3, or will this become 5-3 or 4-4, or even 5-4 as Nino is offside? What is going to happen in this game? What a game this is. 4-4 this could be if this goes badly. And oh, that is a very good goal. It's 4-4. Giancarlo Picardo with the finish. Frosinone 4, Siena 4. This is a ridiculous game. No one's holding back. Everyone's going for goals. And that is just the best goal so far. An expedition of goals it feels like this season. I'm hoping we can get ourselves a late winner. But it looks like it might be the case. Okay, Gallardi, Luigi now. Bazzone. Out wide to Bondi's not worked. And Johnson on the ball. Do not concede, please. We can't afford to concede now. But that's a terrible fall forward. And Basilico will get to this first. What can we do from this situation now? He's played it forward. He's trying to find Fofana. It's not worked. But Giri doesn't get to that either. Didn't try. Now Picardo. I'm concerned we're going to concede a 5th goal here. We can't afford to concede 5 in a game. Oh my days, that almost was. What an effort. He's hit the bar and it's gone over. And it will finish 4-4. This game is something else. At times it feels like we're lucky, other times it feels like we're unlucky, but this has been a very emotional roller coaster here. Disappointed we couldn't win this, but again, when you see some goals that go your way and some goals that go against you, you just can't help but admire it. You really can't. But still, a 4-4 game, and I was hoping to get ourselves further than just the point further clear from the relegation zone, but we are further away from the relegation zone regardless. Just gotta hope that Parma and Udinese do not win. That we haven't just thrown away 2 good points, because I feel like that might have been 2 points thrown away here, with 4 points off the pace for Sassuolo and Frosinone, who are in 10th and 11th respectively. AC Milan could also get above them now, so this could be one of those seasons. It really could be. In fact, we're only 6 points off the European places right now, but we're also only 7 points away from the relegation zone. Anything's possible right now. But I'd rather focus on getting away from the relegation zone than getting into Europe this season. I'm just going to say that here and now. Oh wow, Pochettino actually got sacked by AC Milan. I was not expecting this. So there you go. AC Milan have sacked Pochettino just before Christmas. And also Parma sacked their manager too, so I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised about that one. I'm just hoping that we don't have to worry about things going forward, really. Spal managed to get a draw against AC Milan. Lazio beat Roma by 3-0. Bologna get a 3-3 draw against Fiorentina. Subterril do win, actually, and now are out of the relegation zone. So that's one team I was not expecting to win. And Inter beat Parma, Genoa lose to Atalanta, and this now means we're only 6 points away from the relegation zone, but also only 6 points away from the European places. This season's all over the place. Everyone's slipping up. Unless you're in the top 5, nobody's really safe. And with AC Milan only 9 points clear the relegation zone, you've got to say, that is a concern if you're AC Milan right now. We need to get more points. We've lost half our games this year too, so we're hoping we can sort that out sooner rather than later. What we're going to do though, as we head into the winter break, is end this here though. Hope you guys have actually enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys like and share this video, and that you'll subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out a lot. Either way, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.